Once, there was a sheep living in a large jungle who loved talking more than anything else. Whenever she heard something interesting, she could never keep it to herself. If two animals argued, she made the story bigger. If someone shared a secret, somehow the entire jungle heard about it later. At first, many animals laughed at her behavior, but slowly they stopped trusting her. Now, inside that jungle, there were two animals who never got along properly: a tiger and an elephant. The tiger believed herbivores were weak. The elephant believed predators only created fear and violence. Whenever they saw each other, tension filled the air, and the sheep knew this very well. One afternoon, while walking near the river, the sheep noticed the elephant quietly speaking with a bull. The elephant said calmly, "The tiger's anger will one day create problems for the jungle." It was not a threat, just concern. But the sheep's eyes immediately lit up. Without wasting time, she ran straight toward the tiger's side of the jungle. Breathing heavily, she said dramatically, "The elephant is turning animals against you. He says predators should not lead the jungle anymore." The tiger's eyes darkened instantly. "What?" The sheep continued exaggerating the story until the tiger's anger completely exploded. By evening, chaos had spread through the jungle. Animals started choosing sides. Fear spread everywhere. Finally, the lion gathered everyone together to stop the growing conflict. But the damage had already been done. After a long discussion, the lion made a decision. From today, he announced seriously, the jungle will separate into two groups, one side for meat eaters, one side for grass eaters. Immediately, the jungle divided. Predators stood behind the tiger. Herbivores gathered near the elephant. The peaceful jungle that once lived together now stood separated from one another. And standing quietly in the middle was the sheep. Inside, she felt strangely proud. Her small gossip had created something huge. She had made the entire jungle react. For the first time in her life, she felt powerful. But only a few moments later, everything changed. Suddenly, a deer came running through the jungle in panic. "Hunters!" he shouted desperately. I saw hunters coming toward the jungle with weapons. Instantly, fear spread everywhere. Animals rushed toward their groups for protection. Predators moved together. Herbivores gathered tightly near the elephant. But the sheep froze. Her heart started racing. For the first time, she realized something terrifying. She belonged nowhere. Desperately, she ran toward the tiger. "Please, let me stay with your group," she begged. But the tiger stepped back coldly. "You are not one of us. These are meat eaters." The sheep's fear grew even stronger. Quickly, she turned and ran toward the elephant's side. Tears filled her eyes. "Please, let me come with you," she cried. "I'm sorry for everything." The elephant looked at her sadly. Then he said quietly, "There is no place among us for someone who destroys trust." And with that, the elephant walked away with his group. The sheep stood alone in the middle of the jungle. For the first time in her life, silence surrounded her. No friends, no group, no protection, only fear. A few moments later, the hunters entered the jungle, and because the sheep stood alone, there was nobody left to protect her. And here is the lesson. Some people speak carelessly because they enjoy attention. Some spread gossip because it makes them feel important. But words are powerful. One small lie, one exaggerated story can destroy trust, friendships, and entire relationships. And the person who constantly divides others often ends up alone in the end. If this story spoke to you, share it with someone who needs this lesson. And remember, a careless tongue can create a problem that silence could have prevented.